Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, Study IELTS with Viv. Today I've gone ahead and made this video because I want to take out the time and talk to you guys about a very different kind of an essay type, which is called compare and contrast. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump right in and let me show you the task 2. Here you go. So once again, like my previous video, I've gone ahead and broken this down into 2 parts, which is your topic and your question. All right. If you look at the topic, this topic is more on a preference on people's living habits, like whether they prefer to live in a house or they prefer to live in an apartment. Okay, so that's what you have to base this essay on. The interesting thing about this task is the question. If you read the question, it says, does living in a house bring more advantages than living in an apartment? It clearly talks about whether one has more advantages or the other one has more advantages, right? So how do you think you're going to answer this question? This is more like a yes or a no question, isn't it? Like you answer yes, that it has more advantages, or no, it doesn't have more advantages. Whenever the question that you have in the essay can be answered with a yes or a no, that means you have to treat the essay as an agree or a disagree essay, whether you agree to the statement or you disagree with the statement. If you agree with the statement, that means that you're going to write about your agreement in the body paragraph 1 and body paragraph 2, giving 1 point in each. If you disagree, you write your first point of disagreement in body paragraph 1 and second point of disagreement in body paragraph 2 and complete your essay. All right. So let's go ahead and jump right in, and I'm going to show you what I've written on this essay for you guys, and you'll have a clearer picture of how to solve such kind of essays. As I had mentioned in my previous video, which you'll find the link on the bio right after this video is over, you'll be able to go to that video and check as well. Every essay has a structure that you follow, okay, which I had spoken about in my last video. I'm going to follow the same structure over here, and you'll be able to see how I've written the essay. I'm going to go ahead and start by paraphrasing the topic, okay? If you see out here, I've paraphrased it. Paraphrasing is really important, guys, because that's the first thing that the examiner is going to read. And it's important that you go ahead and make sure that you choose the right words, you rephrase them, and you write proper sentences. It sets the tone of the essay. And it's important that you go ahead and do that. Like, I'm sure most of you guys end up following this trend that in a compare and contrast essay, you end up writing the advantages and also writing the disadvantages. That is something that you guys should not do. The goal is to go ahead and treat it as a yes or a no question. You agree to the statement or you disagree to the statement, and you write going forward. Now, in the body paragraphs, you're going to see what I'm talking about, but let's go ahead and proceed with the introduction. Coming back to this is how I have paraphrased the topic for you. You see, I've used different words. I've used big words here because I would want my examiner to read the introduction and know that, hey, this guy or this girl is really good with the language. I've not used a general statement in this essay because I think the paraphrase is really big. Remember, you only have 40 minutes in the essay, so you don't want to write too much in the beginning so that you don't have time to write your conclusion properly. It's always important that you allocate your time in the best way possible, right? Because that makes you hone each paragraph in the best, in the most optimum manner, and you'll end up writing a perfect essay, right? So I've skipped the general statement, which is why I've always marked it as tentative. And then I've mentioned the essay outline. If you see, this essay outline simply says that this essay will discuss in extensive details the reason why living in a house has more benefits than living in an apartment. You can even add something like in subsequent paragraphs, so the examiner knows, but this is good enough because this will end up becoming a long introduction, right? Then jumping into body paragraph 1. The same way, I would always want you to put your idea in one sentence, and that should be your opening line of that paragraph, as you see out here, okay? So I've mentioned to commence with, independent homes allow the residents to customize the space according to their needs. That is my opening sentence for this paragraph, okay? Now, only in this essay type is where I would want you to go ahead and follow this trend. You don't have to write the disadvantages, but you have to compare disadvantage with the other point of the essay. So in this case, you are in favor of houses and not in favor of apartments, and your explanation has to mention that this particular point that you've added here how does that play with apartments? If you read here, I've mentioned in other words, when people build houses, they can design or structure it according to the people who are going to reside in them. Apartments, on the other hand, are pre-built, and any renovations or restructuring would need a consent from the landlord or the apartment complex's governing authority. You see how I've added a comparing sentence over here, comparing it to the other side of the argument? That's what you guys have to do in a compare and contrast essay. You mentioned that, hey, living in a house definitely has more advantages because of this compared to apartments. That's how you have to start writing these kind of essays. Okay, it's not an essay where you have to mention the advantages and the disadvantages. That's where you guys get it wrong. You have to take one side, but then just start comparing it in your paragraphs. You have to write it this way. Similarly, after that, you have to mention your example. As you see out here, I've done that. You can pause here and read it, and then you go ahead and add a closing sentence to just cement your paragraph. It's important that you start adding closing sentences to every body paragraph, because if you guys don't do that, that means that the paragraph looks a little incomplete because you've just ended it right after the example. Right? Let's move on to body paragraph 2. As I did in body paragraph 1, I have added my idea in one sentence. Okay, as it's mentioned over here. Then I have explained the idea in the same way. I have given an explanation for my idea. Then use the sentence to compare it with apartments. So you see, however, in apartments, there's always some kind of official rules that may not allow these hobbies to be fully explored, because this paragraph of mine was talking about letting people live the way they want to in houses. Okay, so read it and understand how you're supposed to add a sentence just to compare it with the other point. It's going to make it you're going to try and make it as simple as possible. And that is the goal of my channel. I want you to write things, but first understand them, simplify it, and then mention it. You guys have to start from the base. As long as you get the base right, you can then add more layers into your writing and make your writing technique even more perfect. Okay. Similarly, I have gone ahead and added example and then close the idea. You can stop here, pause, and read it, so you'll be able to understand how to frame this example. I will be doing another video on how to write examples as well, so that's coming up in a couple of days too. Okay. And lastly, the conclusion, which I feel is the most important part of the essay, because this is where you are ending your essay. Go ahead and summarize both your points. There's a reason. Whenever you add your idea in the first line of each body paragraph, it becomes easy for you to look at those ideas and then quickly go ahead and summarize it in other words, as I have done out here. Okay. In this case, there's no opinion required, so you can add a general statement. As you see, I've added a general statement here talking about both these accommodations having pros and cons, but because I have chosen the side of homes, I have gone ahead and added why homes are better. Okay, so this is how you go ahead and write this essay type. If you were to go ahead and do this and give it and submit it in your exam, it's easily going to get you a 7. So just remember, make it simple, understand the topic, and learn to write it properly. That's the goal of this channel, right? Make sure you do not make any mistakes. Don't go ahead and write the advantages and the disadvantages together. It's asking you, do the advantages outweigh the disadvantages? If your answer is yes, you'll mention why the advantages outweigh the disadvantage, the first point in body paragraph 1 and the second point in body paragraph 2, the same way I did. If you guys want to pause here and read through the entire essay once again, feel free to do that, all right, and understand how I've written this particular essay. So that brings me to the end of this video, and like every YouTuber, I'm going to say once again, make sure that you subscribe, like, and share, and click on the bell icon to get updates whenever I post any new content. Thank you so much.